My name is David Wakogi. I'm the coordinator of Friends of Ondiri Wetland, and I must say that I'm very proud of the steps that are being taken to gazette Ondiri Wetland, because this is a very important ecosystem, not only to the residents here, but also to the Republic of Kenya, because this is the source of the biggest river basin we have in Kenya, and at the same time, it is the support system for so many lives. And by gazetting this place, and actually it means by protecting it or having it get the protection status, it will mean that our people here can be able now to have an ecosystem that is conserved and well restored, because even the government will be able to set some funds for its conservation purposes. The other thing that will help is that the kind of pollution that we have been able to control in the past will now have a better enforcement strategy that will be brought about by the government and the other stakeholders that we are having. So yes, we welcome the gazettement, and the community is very happy that this place is getting gazetted.
My name is Samuel Nganga. I am the founder of EcoPro Initiative. So Ondiri Wetlands has a lot of benefits for the community, especially when it comes to ecotourism. So there are a lot of birds that comes and survive here at Ondiri Wetlands. I remember there is last year Nature Kenya was able to identify around over 100 species of birds. We have crested cranes, we have even other species that survive in this important wetland. So the idea for the community around here is to promote ecotourism projects whereby the community can be able to benefit from the swamp. We are working towards having nature walks and maybe have some guards around so that people can be able to go around and have a place where they can be able to relax. Yeah.
I'm Robert Gashero, also known as Bob. I'm a researcher. I would like to talk about the peat, which is the vegetation that is on top of the water. When it decays, it forms something called a peat. So the purpose of the peat is it absorbs carbon, and also it stores the carbon. And another importance of it prevents the water from evaporation. So now, since this place it's a reservoir, when it's dry, the water levels will not go down because of evaporation. The water levels will remain constant because of the peat that is on top of it. In the developed countries, they usually harvest the peat and they use it as fuel. So peat is one of the oldest sources of fuel. Yes.
So I'm called Sam Dindi. I'm from Mazingireti organization, but I'm affiliated with Friends of Ondiri. So our working towards in this area has been towards to restore this wetland so that it can go back to how it was before in the 18th and 19th century. Before, it used to be called Kehenia. It used to be an open lake. It never had these reeds. But due to ecological processes over time, a lot of soil erosion, it was covered by soil, and it was also colonized by vegetation. So it's only eventually when the white people came here is when they called it Old Lake, but due to our language barrier, it was called Ondiri. So as the years went by in the 19th century, 20th century, there was a lot of encroachment around the wetland. People started growing eucalyptus trees along the wetland. People were abstracting water without any fear. They were just doing it for the sake of doing it. They never understood the ecological value of this place. So with the Friends of Ondiri, we've been working very hard to make the community understand the value of this wetland, and also for them to know what's their role, the role they need to play towards restoring this wetland. And as of last year, they embraced the idea. First of all, they agreed that this area needs to be fenced, and we are very glad that the national government, through Water Resources Authority, came into place and they fenced the whole of this area to prevent it from further encroachment. Also, the landowners who had planted eucalyptus trees along the wetland, they voluntarily agreed to cut down the eucalyptus trees. So what you're having here, the eucalyptus that you're just seeing behind here, is just an offshoot. But the real trees, the main trunk of the trees, they have been cut down. And their plans are underway that by next year, the eucalyptus trees, all of it will be uprooted so that we could have people plant indigenous trees. So currently, the community is very supportive, and we are looking forward now to start working with the community now who are cultivating along the wetland, so that they can embrace a conservation kind of agriculture that doesn't use a lot of chemicals, doesn't use a lot of fertilizers, an agriculture that's very friendly to the wetland. So it's a step-by-step process, which we believe maybe towards the end of next year or next year but one, this wetland will be pollution-free. It will not have any pollutant.